Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Ravens YouTube channel and podcast, Talking Ravens all day, every day, with your host, Justin P. And my MVP, billion-dollar co-host, Miss Shannon Finch. This is episode 167 for the YouTube channel. For the audio version, it's a season 3, episode 7. The links for the audio version is right there below underneath the description. And right under that is Shannon, and Dave's social media platforms. Basically, like I said, I have everything. Shannon's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, David, Facebook, Instagram. So, for some Raven related stuff you feel like we're not covering, hit us in the DMs and we'll, do our best to add it even our recap or preview show. So, we got a combined show for y'all. Shannon, out of town, so we just combined it all in one show. She was in Viva Las Vegas. Her mother got married. Congratulations to Miss Rhonda and her husband. Yeah, it's all I like seeing people jump the brim. That's always a good occasion.
hmm
So we're gonna start with the recap first. The recap of Week 3, Lions versus Ravens. Floor is yours, Shannon.
All right. So, like Justin said, we're going to do a shortened version of the recap episode. So we'll start with our good, bad, and ugly in week 3. What do you have, Justin?
Good offense again. Put up 30 points. Uh, Shaw Bateman, Mark Andrews, Nate Wiggins. Bad. Terrible situation to play calling. And once again, we get to the red zone and failed to get the ball to Derrick Henry, which we didn't score. And that was 7 points that we needed. And it came at about time my phone boy Will home to the game when he's a Lions fan. I said, that's going to come back and bite us in the ass.
hmm
Um, just lack of pass rush there. Golf and get touched. The ugly fumble, giving up 7 sacks. I mean, whether you say Lamar held the ball or not, whatever, 7 sacks. Then we got 0. I made several posts about that. And that's giving up 30 plus points again. It's like, I guess the only time we're going to lose -20 we play the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers of the world. And if this should be a playoff team, barring any crazy injuries. So, I mean, we're going to see good offenses. So that's worrying me a lot. And I know everybody's trying to give Zach all this grace and all these excuses. He didn't got this and that. But at the end of the day, it's like, you got to find a way to make this shit work because the offense giving you 30 plus. We got to close it out. So that's my good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah, our good, bad, and ugly are pretty much the same. I got Mark Andrews. I feel like he got his groove back in this game.
Yeah.
Bateman got some action. Despite all the negative things that happened offensively, I feel like Lamar was pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
and like you said, Nate Wiggins, I thought he played good as well. For the bad, I also had play calling, the defense, and the run game. Um, it was just horrible on a lot of situations. Ugly again, another fumble for Derrick Henry. The offensive line, 7 sacks, 30 hurries. That's crazy. The defense, 0 sacks and 0 interceptions. So that's my good, bad, and ugly for the Ravens versus Lions game. All right, so we'll get into player grades and coaches grade. We'll start with John Harbaugh. What grade did you give John Harbaugh?
C plus. Reason being, I watched Dan Campbell over there make adjustments. Second half, he's like, hey, they can't stop the run. He went up to Morton, like, run the ball. He went up to Kevin Shepard, like, hey, going to put a spot on Lamar. That's what a head coach is supposed to do.
hmm
I'm about just sitting there looking up at me when I wonder what me for dinner when I get home. Like, I wonder why everybody be calling for his head, despite the resume, despite this, despite all this statistical stuff for him. When adjustments need to be made, he just sits there and looks stupid.
hmm
So C plus.
And I gave him a C- for the exact same reason that you said. It's like he refuses to push for changes in game. He's not holding people accountable in real time. And I just feel like the chatter naturally is getting too loud for his seat not to be hot. Sound an extension and all. I don't think that matters to Steve Bisciotti if you keep getting the same results. You know, it's easier to fire a coach than to get rid of players. And at this point, John Harbaugh has been the only constant with a lot of different changes and people around him. So I'll give him a C-.
Yeah, and for those people, Not saying you, because I know you like Harbaugh, but if we was to dismiss him, this team not gonna just fall apart like the Panthers. Like we're not gonna turn into the Carolina Panthers. You know this. But for those who just swear if we get rid of him, we're gonna just fall apart. Like so, we're gonna just keep changing. So basically, we gotta change our OC, DC, quarterback, everything, and just leave him there since he's not the problem from their perspective. And then the same thing happens in then what? We just gonna keep switching players and coaches every year.
Yeah.
But continue, Shannon.
So what grade did you give Todd Monken?
Uh, give him an A. Could have been higher if it wasn't for a couple little things in the red zone, particularly. Like if we just ran there, came right there and score. Basically, England could have got the ball in our hands quicker. But like I said, he put up 30 points, so you can never get. And Lamar was 27, 28, 285, 3 touchdowns. So I give him an A.
And I give him a B. Really for the same reasons you just said. I think that sometimes he gets stuck in his game plan, and he hasn't really shown the ability to adjust in the game. You know, when things aren't working, like you just said, there's different things you can do. When the wide receivers are getting played tough, the offensive line was getting manhandled. You know, you can look to get the ball out faster. Look for things underneath instead of always looking for a deep pass. That could be more Lamar. I don't know. You know, between him, Lamar, play calling, whatever. But you know, the same level of accountability we hold against John Harbaugh and Zach Orr, it can be said for Ted Monken too. But I'll still give him a B.
Okay.
What grade did you give Zach Orr?
F plus. F plus. And the F should be fired. For real. Because I'm done with this experiment. Soon as I gave him an ounce of praise, and boom. Like Jared Goff literally had no time. Like I said, everybody getting on Marlon Humphrey, whatever. Amon-Ra St. Brown's a top 5 receiver in the league. Like this ain't like this is motherfucker into the best that be. This is a top 5 receiver. If his quarterback got all day to throw the ball, he's going to get open. Like it's like so. Everybody lay off Marlon, man. Like people forget he was our only all pro. Him and Calvin only all pros in the second night last year. If he can afford to get, you mess up, it's him. Despite his craziness, he's staying on social media, but. Yeah, like I said, no pressure, man. You dropping Mike Green in the coverage, where's your disguise blitzes? Like I said, I'm always saying Mike McDonald basically had this same defense, and they were top in the league. So I was like, something it has to be scheme. Yes, players got to make plays and all that. We know that, but the scheme, man. Even Marcus Williams said it. Like, man, like in so many words, you weren't trying to get too deep into it, but the scheme is off of some sort. Like you bring in Chuck Pagano and Dean Pease and all that. That's fine. That's cool. That's that. But at the end of the day, he's a defensive coordinator. So F F plus. Applause
Yeah, I
yours.
gave him an F as well. I understand being without two starters, but that was a horrible performance on all fronts. Just nobody looked prepared. You know, they were out of position. They weren't doing what they were supposed to do. And you took the words right out of my mouth with Mike Green. Like, why is he dropping in coverage? You know what I mean? Like, even if he develops into a linebacker that can do that, right now as a rookie, and what we need and what we needed in that game was not for him to be dropping in coverage. So Zach Orr gets an F.
He was drafted to rush the passer, not the fucking
Right. Like,
later. And what I tell you, Detroit was going to do, they want to run the ball because they learned from last time. They weren't going to drop back and throw 50 times because that wasn't going to be a good recipe for golf. That's how they got rattled. No, they said we're going to run the ball and keep it balanced. And that's what it is. I told you that.
but that was part of the reason why I kept saying pass rush was important to me because I just outside of because if you can't run a ball there, running backs are still capable of catching the ball up the backfield. So
Yeah.
you got to get after the quarterback. Um, but what grade did you give Lamar?
Overall, like I said, on these 5 or 6 incompletions, 3 touchdowns or 280 yards. Yes, he probably held it too long, or a sack or two, whatever, cool. But like I said, he's the reason why this game wasn't a blowout.
Mm-hmm. I give Lamar a B plus. Considering everything that was going on offensively around him, you know, Lamar tried to make a game of it. He's not completely blameless with the sacks, but he was under duress all game.
No, and
And to
nobody
me,
got open. Nobody was open on a few of them too. It was like he tried to make a play, they tripped his foot. Little. Just luck of the draw plays.
Well, I just feel like that's still part of his maturation as a quarterback. Learning to take what the defense gives you, and then learning to also know when to throw it away.
Yeah,
Sometimes you don't have to sit there and take the sack.
for
And I
sure.
understand not wanting to make mistakes and throw interceptions and things like that, but you just got to know, when to do that, and that's just still part of his maturation to me. But I give him a B plus.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to take the sack. He was trying to take off, and then Hutch and Anzalone grabbed his foot. Just like I said, just lucky shoestring plays it. You know. And
So,
when
what
the
grade
thing
did
when
you give
he
the?
sat
Oh,
back
go
there,
ahead.
he was like, "Oh shit, he coming at me, just fall down." It was just, but
No, I
nonetheless,
don't think it was a
he
fall
couldn't
down
throw it.
thing. I just think it was situations where that's why when I said earlier, like when he was looking at you were waiting for stuff to develop deep. Sometimes you got to take stuff underneath too. Like it's just different things that can be done when it's in that situation. But I'm
Yeah.
not blaming. Like I said, I'm not completely putting it on him because if your offensive line not blocking, really, what can you do? I mean, they was doing all types of stunts and had spies and everything. It was a lot going on up there. So I'm not,
Yeah,
like I said, I'm not putting it on Lamar to say he's not completely blameless with all of the sacks that was taken because there were times you could have thrown it away too.
I said that. I said that. You're absolutely correct. But I think only 5 incompletions. That's damn near perfect game. So I can't let that those
Oh
sacks.
no, B plus. What's wrong with a B plus? B plus, A,
I
same
mean,
thing.
yeah,
Not that far.
it's in the same ballpark, but the age just sound a little bad. But
Well, go. You can keep on praising Lamar. What grade do you give the offensive line?
C plus. They pass protect fairly good for the most part to the fourth quarter, but again, can't run the ball. Well, I think we started off running the ball well, but then I think once the fumble happened, Todd Monken got kind of passive. But C plus, like we got to do a better job opening up holes for Derrick Henry.
And I give him a D. For what you just said, we haven't been able to run the ball, and that 7 sacks and 30 hurries is just crazy.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So they get a D for me.
I mean, we
What?
ain't give them that low because without them, we don't score no points at all. So we put up 30, really 31. I don't know why it's dumbass for 2, but yeah. So
And what grade did you give the running backs?
see, Derrick Henry scored a touchdown. That's what kept it from being a D. But that fumble and Justice Hill, like I said, as good as his special teams he is, as good of a catcher of the backfield he is, and he's an okay blocker, but it don't like I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, he'll make 2 good plays and he'll do some stupid shit like he turned the wrong way. He missed the blitz. Like for every good play, it comes 3 fuck up plays. So I don't know, man. I just feel like that's not worth it. Or him or Ali not playing that good special team with a speed demon should not be on the field. But that's no here there. So I give him a C.
And I give him a D. For what you said, and I do feel like the offensive line gets a bulk of why they can't run the ball. Like Derrick Henry can't make holes and do all of that on his own. But we still can't get nothing out of the run game. And him scoring, that's definitely a positive. But the fumbling is alarming at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'll give them a D.
Okay.
What grade did you give the wide receivers and tight ends?
Hey, they got open pretty good. Mark Andrews, Bateman, he was a Kolar made some good catches. Yeah, so I got mad.
And I give him a B plus. This was Mark Andrews and Bateman's welcome to the party moment of the season. They had 3 touchdowns combined, so I give him a B plus.
Okay.
Let's move over to the defense. What grade did you give the defensive line?
Big fat F. F plus plus. Not only did you not get no pressure. I mean, John Jenkins, the only one who played pretty decent there. He made a few plays, but terrible. You gave up with 250 yards rushing. You let go up right there, get comfortable. F plus plus.
Hmm. I give him an F as well. I mean, to add to what you just said, they got bullied. I understand being without people and things like that, guys getting injured, but no, that's unacceptable.
No,
F.
Minnesota just put up 48 points with their backup quarterback. Nobody going to boo who us. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying in general. They don't give a shit. And that's why next man up. You got teams that hit one of them with backup court, Washington, one of them. You know what I mean? Like nobody gonna give a shit about you missing your D line. That's why you got your raw. That's why you have a 53-man roster.
Yep. And what grade did you give the linebackers?
See, because they're part of it too. Stop me. And a lot of it, Roquan was, they not keeping them clean. Like lineman getting to the second level, but he has to do a better job fighting out too. You're not gonna always get free runs, free tackles. Sometimes you gotta earn them, a lot of blocks and earn your tackles. You know what I mean? So and then like I said, Ted Buchanan, like he might as well like Trenton Simpson play for this. My thing is they need to go ahead and go to a 4-3 defense. I've been saying this for the longest fucking time because that 3-4 is like you go to a 4-3 defense. Watch how much better Roquan look. Watch how much better Teddy look. Watch how much better Trenton Simpson. He's really outside. That was Queen's problem. He's an outside linebacker. Them two outside. They're not middle. This because the scheme we played, we had you have to be in the middle. They are 4-3 outside linemen. They're like Derek Brooks and Sayal, them guys like them. Them weak side linebackers. Go to a fucking 4-3. This 3-4 bullshit. Oh well, they're much better with their hand in dirt versus covering their natural DNs. So like I said, you go 4-3, Mike Green will have probably 12 sacks, but they get to see.
Yeah, I give him a D. No pass rush. The running backs did what they wanted. Roquan was horrible. I agree that a lot of that was with the defensive line too. But like you said, it's not going to always be clean. And I just feel like they too got bullied. So I give him a D.
You gotta fight off your blocks. Even Ray said it. He had times he had to fight off blocks and tackles. You don't always just run around. Anybody can make a tackle when nobody ain't touching them. Anybody.
Right. Right. And what grade did you give the DBs?
All things considered, B plus. B plus. Yeah, small to get a touchdown. Like I said, when a quarterback has a night and day to throw the ball, but overall they was breaking up passes and all that. They didn't really kill us in there. Golf had an okay game. Lamar played at golf. If essentially, if you're looking at the stat line, he outplayed them. They did their damage on the ground. So I give him a B plus.
And I give them a B. They didn't allow a 100-yard receiver. They did give up one touchdown, no interceptions, but like you said, considering what was going on up front, they were okay. We know what the bad calls was and who gave up big plays, but for the most part, they were fine.
Yeah, when the quarterback got 99 seconds to pass, I mean,
Yeah, it's only so much you can do at
Cal
that point.
missed a few. He missed some stuff. Monaco, it happens. It happens. Like I said, all things considered, they played pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. And what about special teams? What grade did you give them?
This was sloppy special team. Yeah, I get him a D. It's a sloppy. Turn was sloppy. Coverage was sloppy. You keep barely making his field goals. We gotta fix that D.
Mm-hmm. And I gave him a C. For everything you just said, and also I don't think that the new kickoff rules, well, they haven't been kind to Luke yet. I mean, he's still a rookie, so he could figure it out. But he's
Yeah.
had 4 illegal kick penalties in 3 games. So that's the issue, something he got to work on.
Yeah. Harbaugh and Horton gotta clean that up.
Oh yeah,
Harbaugh and Chris Horton has to clean that up.
yeah. All right, and then our last topic for the recap episode. Who are you giving a game ball or good game balls to?
Lamar, Mark Andrews, Bateman, Nate Wiggins, Charlie Kolar, John Jenkins. That's it.
And I'm giving mine to Mark Andrews and Bateman. I feel like a game like that was needed for both of them to be involved, considering, they weren't really involved in week 2. It's better when everybody can be involved, but I was happy to have them be welcome to the party. So I'm giving them game balls.
I'm guessing it's fatigue for you. I was like, they didn't throw the ball to themselves, but I get it.
You said it's fatigue?
Yeah, because you probably give Lamar a game ball a lot, so you probably like him against somebody else, and that's fine.
No, as part of what I was saying about him not being blameless in the sacks. I think Lamar played pretty good. I think he played
But like you
he did
said, them
good.
two had a good game. Who threw it to him? I'm just saying, shit. They ain't
Oh yeah,
throw it
I
to
don't.
each
Well, I
other.
mean, no. Every time a wide receiver or a tight end or whoever has a good game, I might not always give it to Lamar. And it's not about fatigue. I was just thinking about this week. Like I
I
feel like
got
they
you.
stepped considering everything that was going on around those two. I just feel
Yeah,
like it was good to see them get involved in the
yeah.
game.
Both more so. Mark Andrews was definitely catching a lot of heat. Bateman too, because oh damn, he going back to his normal self, disappearing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
like you literally just said, he was literally just down on Bateman last week. So I just wanted to get him some love because, like I said, the collective has been questioning those two, so
gotcha.
they showed up.
Yeah, get that. All right, so preview week 4 versus the Chiefs. We always start out with our coaching matchup. Who has the edge, Shannon? John Harbaugh, Andy Reid.
Andy Reid. I don't even think there's a whole lot to say about that or why. Like
I,
it's Andy Reid over John Harbaugh.
this the teach over the student, easy. Feel me?
Yeah,
Like he only beat that man total 3 times, I believe. Twice in Philly and once. Well, hey, hold on. Beat him once in Philly, his first rookie year as a head coach. So no way when every ran the kickoff back. Interception was there. Beat him twice in KC when once we had 3-10 against Andy Reid. Anyway, definitely Andy Reid. Offensive
hmm
coordinators Matt Nagy, Todd Monken.
I'm going Todd Monken. I'm sorry. Yeah, Todd Monken. Unfortunately, for anybody who plays or is an offensive coordinator for an Andy Reid coach team, you're probably not going to get a whole lot of credit for whatever's going on offensively, even if
Facts.
you are doing something.
Facts.
And when I just think about Matt Nagy, period, like you know, they were okay when he was there the first time. He didn't do much when he was in Chicago. He didn't change life there. Todd Monken was
They
a top
had the
six.
most success with him recently because they made the
Hmm?
playoffs like 2-3 times with him.
Who?
Matt Nagy. They made the playoffs like 3 times with him when he was there. They just ain't win no playoff
Yeah, they
games.
didn't win. I mean, and he got fired, right?
That's what I'm saying. But now they might not.
I'm saying I'm saying that to say if he was that, he probably would still be coaching the Chicago Bears because he would have changed life there.
Yeah.
But
You
I'm
know what
still
his
going
problem
with
was? Mitch
what?
Trubisky. He didn't have a Caleb and even Fields. Fields came after him.
Dude,
Mitch
Caleb ain't
Trubisky.
doing nothing, and neither is
No,
Justin.
Caleb
None of
Ball.
them did
I gotta give
nothing.
him. He lit the Cowboys up for whatever. I know it's the Cowboys, but still, that's the NFL defense. He been playing pretty solid lately.
Well, anyway, Todd Monken was a top six offenses as a rookie offensive coordinator his first year. Number one offense last year, got the number one scoring offense right now. I'm going Todd Monken.
Yeah. He was a rookie for us. He called the Browns and Bucks.
Well, I meant first year in
Yeah, I know what you
Baltimore.
mean.
Yeah.
I know what you. I just like I got to pick what you're saying. Yeah, no, for sure. There's definitely Todd Monkey. Like I said, he just got to clean up situational calls. I'm sure he will. Like run the big fella in the goal line. If they stop it, take your hat off to him. But 9 times out of 10, he's gonna get in there. Matt Nagy, like I said, he's a decent play caller. Like you said, Chicago, he had a small taste of success, but in that quarterback play was what did him in. Like you said, that's where Eric Bieniemy got the. He didn't get his flower because that's why he didn't get the job. It was it was the Andy Reid system, but but I'm definitely gonna edge to Todd Monken. This one right here is a landslide. Steve Magnolia Zach or what's the edge?
It's big, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, this is like comparing a motherfucker Bugatti to a little Toyota Volkswagen. They're not in the same realm. Spags has 5 Super Bowls. Zach or need to be coaching at ICDC college.
Mm.
It's definitely Spagnolo. I would trade Orr and 5 first-round picks to get Spagnolo college defense. We won't even thinking twice. Yeah, it's not close. He might be the difference in this game Sunday, Spagnolo. So I know he's going to come up with something to try to slow us down. I don't know if Zach Orr's going to match that same energy. I don't know.
Mm.
But yeah. All right, the position matchups, two of the best. The quarterbacks pretty close. We got Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes with the edge.
I'm giving a slight edge to Pat Mahomes. I just feel like he has a little bit more experience in coming through in certain big game situations, big games in regular season, big games in the postseason.
For sure.
Yeah, of course, we've seen them lose games, and they're not having a good season right now. Neither are we at this point. But if I have to choose, I'm just going to say slight edge Pat Mahomes, but that takes nothing away from Lamar.
No, it doesn't. It's real. I say it's very close. But as of right now, currently, we know all Pat accolades and everything you said was spot on. Like I said, I can't fight you on that if you pick. I'm gonna go Lamar currently because Lamar, no interceptions, top 10 in passing yards. QB, everything is up there. And like I said, right now it's definitely Lamar. Like I said, by a slight margin. All right, the running backs, we got Pacheco, Kareem Hunt, P. Ryan, we got Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, Rasheen Ali, and Keaton Mitchell whenever they decide to play. Who has the as their running back?
I'm gonna still go Ravens. The Chiefs have been struggling running the ball. They might be looking at chops facing our defense this week, but I'm gonna go Ravens. I still feel like even with all the fumbles, and the lack of running game the past 2 weeks, Derrick Henry will put your core better, make your core better than a whole lot of other running back cores. So I'm gonna go Ravens.
Definitely Ravens. Big fella, man. Use this as motivational food. Because then they trying to say it's father time. Blah, blah. Walk around the ball high and tight. You know, it's just simple fundamental. It's a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
fundamental. Because the people don't want to tackle you anyway. So that's their way. That's the get out of jail free card. Try to knock the ball out your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, keep that thing high and tight, man. And like I said, you got it. It's just mental. But definitely the Ravens. Like I said, Pacheco and all them, they are, but they ain't all that. All right, receivers and tight end. You got Hollywood Worthy. He may or may not play. Juju. Rashee Rice is suspended. Travis Kelce, Noah Gray, Josh Bateman, D Hop, Shea Flowers, Mark Andrews, Kolar. Look like Likely's playing. Taz Walker, Tyler Wallace. Where's the edge? Receivers and tight end.
Um, I think I saw Worthy is playing.
Yeah, I thought I'd say may or may not, but yeah.
I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say tie. I say it's a tie because I feel like both teams have guys who are capable of contributing as far as tight end and wide receiver. Um, one thing the Ravens have to figure out is like we haven't had a game yet where like everybody eats, and we've had games like that in like last season and things like that where everybody's touching the ball. Um, as far as wide receivers and tight ends, we really haven't had a game like that yet. So I think the Ravens may be deeper when you just look at it on paper, but when I look at it across the board about who's probably going to contribute, I can say it probably being kind of even. So I'm gonna just say tie.
I'm gonna go tie as well. Yeah, like I said, both receiving core and tight end group is good. Even Noah Gray is good for the Chiefs. That's why
Mm-hmm.
they were saying if Travis Kelce retired, we'll be all right because this kid can play.
Yeah,
Definitely a tie. Offensive line. What's the edge?
I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs. I mean, God play for the Ravens right now was not good. Ronnie Stanley has an ankle injury or something, so who knows?
He might,
What's going to
he
happen
might,
with
he
him?
gonna be he gonna be game time decision. I'm just going.
Yeah, I mean, even if he does play, I'm gonna be holding my breath just thinking about his ankle anyway. So I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs.
I'm gonna get Slay edge to the Chiefs too because he lost Joe Tooney. They still look good up there with Trey Smith and them. But yeah, Daniel Farley has been playing like ass. So has Andrew Voorhees, but more so Daniel Farley because he's 6'8" and 370. We can't run. We should be able to run behind you alone for 200 yards.
Hmm.
Big in yourself, man. Like I was talking to one of my coworkers. I said, "Dang, Farley is a bad. You know what bad is, Shannon?
What?
Big ass bitch.
Oh my God,
Big ass bitch. It was like straight up. Yeah, I gotta keep
that
it,
is so mean.
but it's the truth. Hopefully he hard side and he take it out on Chiefs D line. If you that big and you're not dominating folks, it just does something to me. Because I played in the trenches. You supposed to be tossing guys. You supposed to be how Quentin Aaron was on blindside, taking guys to the bleacher. They be like, oh, big. They supposed to be trying to reel you back, not trying to coach, not trying to fire you up. Feel me? I
Mm-mm-mm.
have a problem with
No,
that.
I
You
understand what you're
big,
saying.
too big for that, man. You supposed to be knocking guys. You supposed to be taking motherfuckers out. Motherfuckers will go on their coach like I ain't lining up in front of him. Like imagine Yonder was his size. They be
Yeah,
calling the
I mean,
police. They be calling the police on him. But yeah, it's just he's a big bitch. Yeah, Chiefs. All right, defensive lines. So I'll include the outside linebackers with this since they rushed the passer. So who has the better? Matter of fact, we can group the front seven as a whole. Fuck it, and then do the secondary. Who has the better front seven? Us, without three interior, three outside linebackers, middle linebackers, and Chiefs. Cole Lofkis and Namdi and all them, and Chris Jones, and you got Bolton and all of the linebacker. Who has the edge in the front seven?
I'm giving it to the Chiefs. The Ravens have too many issues right now.
Yeah.
Injuries, scheme, lack of execution, everybody out of
Lack,
position, like
lack of heart.
that. It's just too much going on for me to have any faith in them right now. So I'm going Chiefs for the front seven.
I mean, you both because playing defensive line, that scheme, yes, but it's more so heart and guts. That's same with the O line. Your plays are your
Mm-hmm.
plays, but if you can't beat your man in front of you, the X's and O's don't mean diddly shit.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely got to go with Kansas City. Secondary is gonna be interesting because the Chiefs got because secondary Trent McDuffie, Josh Williams, Jalen Watson. They lost to Justin Reed, but they got Brian Cook back there. That's Nate Marlin, Cal and Malachi. Who has the edge in the secondary?
I'm gonna give it to the Ravens. Slight edge there.
I'm gonna give the Ravens too because we got some dogs, but that they just can get some. It's like last year again. They didn't get no help up front until we start playing them sorry teams and Owen Van Owen ran a sack total up, feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But it's those good top tier guys like those CVs be doing the best they can. You can't cover all day long.
Yep.
So I definitely give it to the Ravens because Cal be flying around. All right, special teams. Chiefs Ravens.
Even though I think the Ravens still have room to improve in special teams, I'm going to give them a slight edge.
I give the Chiefs like it's your Harrison Buckner, regardless of how you feel about whatever. He can kick the ball. Yeah, all right, our first actual topic of the night. Should the Ravens be interested in bringing in players like safety C.J. Gardner Johnson, defensive tackle Christian Wilkins, and a veteran guard like Shaq Mason and Jedrick Wils, and then they bringing in Kenyon Green to work out outside of there too. So give me your thoughts.
As far as CJ, I don't know about him because I'm hearing a lot of negative things about what happened with the the Texans. I think that's where he was at.
Yeah,
So I don't know about him. But I think the Ravens should be interested in anybody who can help the team be better. Um, I think it's more like an O line, defensive line, and linebacker issue right now. Like we need more help in those areas. But anybody who can help the Ravens need to be looking at to bring them in, trade, free agents, anybody, because we got some issues, especially defensively right now.
I'm with C.J. Gardner because he is a dog. His problem is, but he not that good old yes man. If he feel like the defensive coordinator calls some bullshit, he gonna call it out. He's well spoken. He's like you basically on Mark Speed. I remember all the bad right he said about him. Them guys not gonna be yet all this go. They're not to go along, get along. They're gonna speak their mind. Everybody can't take that. But
Hmm.
he gonna hit you. And like I say, he led the Eagles in picks last year. Only reason the Eagles traded him because they wanted to try to replace him with Mekhi Becton. They regretting that. They said they're gonna try to get him back. They can. But that him as that third safety to free up Cal a little bit more, I would love that. Because, he going to hold motherfuckers accountable. He like, man, come on, y'all playing like some bitches, man. We got to straighten up. You need football. You know what I'm saying? You need that. This is not Miss Pat. You can't. You got to have some players in there. I don't give a fuck. You have to.
Hmm.
That's why, as much as we hate, the Bernard Pollard for his comments post career, but when he played it, we loved him because he didn't. You need that enforcer. Like
I
if you're
agree.
in a dark alley, you're not gonna bring that goddamn choir boy with you. I don't even know they could pray for you, but still, you're gonna bring the motherfucker gonna smack somebody in the face and ask questions later.
Hmm.
Those type of guys when we don't got it like that. That's why we got and it's sickening like him. He will come in and hold players accountable. Look, man, come on, bro, get your head out your ass, man. Come out here and make these damn tackles.
No, I agree. I agree. We've been missing that defensively, offensively too, but definitely defensively.
More so defensively, because like I said, this is where Christian Wilkins, whatever he got into in the locker room, the Raiders, I don't really give a shit. As long as, I think that can get fixed here because we got a more stronger locker room than the Raiders. And I think he'll have more respect for the organization, family, not to do all that goofy shit, allegedly. But we need to help our front, especially now with Beaks and Broderick out. We need. And he was a 9-10 sack guy with the Dolphins. He had a little injury. The Raiders was set him back, but we gotta get tougher up front.
Hmm.
If not, Roquan gonna keep making tackles 15 yards down the field. And at that point, who gives a shit? And,
Right.
and like I say, bringing in Kenyon Green, I like it. He's a pretty good guy because this Daniel Farley had experiment. I don't know what the hell John Harbaugh made a deal with his people. I don't know who the hell John Harbaugh made a promise to. But we need to wrap this shit up. You set everybody else down, they playing good, but he keep getting chance after chance. That's the shit. And y'all said Christian down for one blown assignment for Trenton now, man. He if they was getting ready to get Lamar and killed, he's still out there playing. Like, I don't get it. So yeah, and like I said, Shaq Mason, Jedrick Wils, a Pro Bowl guard, tackled the round. You can bring him in. Still fairly young, but yeah, we need some more dogs on both sides of the ball. Like I'm tired of this quiet boy bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
This is Raven football. We used to run the ball in your throat, and the defense knock your motherfucking helmet off. But yeah. All right, on to our next topic. How will Todd Monken attack the Chiefs defense?
I think he's still going to look to establish the run. That's been 2 weeks in a row that we haven't been able to really have a decent or good run game. We can credit the Browns for what they did. We can credit the Lions for what they did, but it's still Ravens football, like you just said. And there's certain things that you expect Ravens football team to be able to do, and running the
Yeah,
ball is one of them. I think they're going to look to get that right. The Chiefs are like ranked 18th in run defense, so
yeah.
that doesn't mean they won't, still stop us or keep us out there, keep us from getting yards. But I feel like take advantage where you can, and we need to get right in that department. When we can run the ball, everything else offensively opens up. So I think that's the main thing. Get in there and establish the run to actually get it to work.
Agreed. Definitely run the football. Offensive line. Outside of running the ball and around, understand nobody's playing with no edge to them. You gotta like football's a sport. You can bust somebody in their motherfucking mouth. You ain't gotta go to jail. Feel me?
Hmm.
Take advantage of that. I just for the life of me, I understand y'all get millions of dollars to whoop somebody's ass. Do take advantage of it. Like that officer, maybe John Denaldi getting there, slap a couple of them. Slap the motherfuckers. Like bang, this come here, fall it, pop, lock somebody.
Right.
I don't know if you remember how John Hennis used to have the trainer slap him, the Jags D tackle. He said, "Cause you got to put your mind on it. You got to put your mind on rage and destruction when you go on the football field. Feel me?
Yeah.
You have to, and that's what it took for him. We might got to do the same thing. File like, hey, me Wool Hop slap the shit out of him, and then, yeah, whatever it takes, man. Because y'all have no freaking toughness outside of them two.
Yeah.
Like yeah, even Voorhees, man, he just look like he's just out there. Like, you gotta dominate guys. That's why I miss Yonda and them so much, man. They would block somebody, put them in the dirt till you hear the whistle. Like you gotta be nasty, and both the trenches too. You gotta be nasty, and
Hmm.
that's like I said. We do that, then man, we go and then getting Project Pack is so big because Mitchell Creighton is doing okay, but he missing too many blocks. Whereas a Pat Ricardo going knock the linebacker out, knock the corner, not see they not trying to step in front of him. Now. They gotta do it because it's their
Hmm.
job, but they you gotta
Right.
take on and tackle this motherfucker. That's 560 pounds, 65 pounds coming straight at you. To
Hmm.
even do that shit. So I say we need him back. But yeah, run the football, play action pass. Run some more RPOs with Lamar. Use Lamar asset. Like we get it. Lamar, you want to just drop back pat. We get it. We know you can fling the football. You've been shut that up at 2019. Like use the read option because now when you keep it or you fake like you're giving Derrick Henry, like you're gonna put a defense, you're gonna put your call offense and blend. Like what the hell do I do? Keep
Hmm.
it, pull the guard somebody around. Boom, you gonna walk in the end zone. Get DeAndre Hopkins involved early, Zay Flowers, and likely play, get him involved. I see some Keaton Mitchell, man. Like, come on, we get enough with this bullshit, man. Like, because even analysts and all that one, they're like, why the hell he not on the field? Because he don't
Who?
run down to play Gunner.
Oh,
So,
Keaton
yeah,
Mitchell.
like getting real talked about now because it's like it's bullshit, man. It's like y'all y'all got all these backups. They can play special teams. This motherfucker can get the ball and take the bitch to the house any given time. Like y'all like playing him because he not gonna run down and be a gunner. Like what we talking about here? His pass
Mm.
blocker is good enough, like I said, and he can help in the screen game. That speed, he get an outside run. Think about Derrick Henry Way, and then you bring him in, get a toss play. He been in the corner for 15, 20 yards.
Yeah, I heard the special teams coach come out talking about him too.
Yeah, I heard. I'm fucking hoarding. No one, you can be a gunner. Shut up. Somebody should have threw a water bottle at him.
You are spicy.
It's football, Shannon. I'm done with
You ain't
the.
got nobody got to throw no daggone water
Yeah,
bottle with
I'm
that.
tired of the kumbaya. I'm tired of this shit. We got to get back to the Baltimore Bullies. Like, we got to fucking take motherfuckers' lunch money again. Like, this shit. We finally get a amazing stud. No, love me some Joe at quarterback. Now we just forget our identity as a team. Like, we're rough. The team embodies the town, blue collar, hard nosed town. You know what I mean? We get that shiny new car now. We just said, fuck it. We ain't got you all. You know what I mean? We gonna be on finesse now. No, we gotta still be bullies, man. I ain't like, people don't. People used to come in here like, man, I hope my quarterback don't get knocked out the game. Feel me? Or my running back. Like now, they like, man, shit. We can go down to my school. We can go and score in. Like you said, and then the leads and all that. Like we used to have a lead. They were like, oh, game over. Now like, we can come back.
Yeah.
But definitely run the
We've been
ball.
asking for we've been talking about leadership or lack thereof on this team for a while. So now it's just starting to show. And it ain't all like Terrell Suggs said, like it ain't even all on coaches because at some point once you get on the court or field of a game, like
Yeah,
players
yeah,
gotta play.
yeah,
Players
yeah.
gotta do what they gotta do.
You got. It's a large part in their hands because you got to execute. You got to make the
Yeah.
coach can't go up there and tackle and block
And
nobody.
somebody gotta be out there holding people accountable.
Absolutely. But that's what Harbaugh got to kick in, like, and he has to be like, man, he has to let his voice be heard, and to his coordinators too. That's our biggest issue with him. But he just sits there and just let the bleeding run. All
Mm-hmm.
right, how was that or defend the Chiefs' offense in your opinion?
I think the Chiefs, like I mentioned before, they haven't been able to run the ball really well this year, and I think they're going to look at this 30th ranked defense,
They
run
on
defense.
Sunday.
Yeah, they're going to look at it and be like, "This is the week to get it together." So I feel like the focus needs to be stopping the run. I understand we got injuries. I understand we bringing guys up from the practice squad. I understand all of
Nobody,
that.
nobody cares.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm
Yet and
saying in general,
still,
nobody cares.
yeah,
Like,
you still got to stop the run. So his focus needs to be going in there and stopping the run because once you get back to the basics, like everything else will come together. Like that what happened last week was just embarrassing. So
yeah,
I think that needs to be the focus. Stopping the run. Don't let Kansas City figure it out this week. I don't care what they do after that. But this ain't the week they need to be figuring it out. They should feel away about what happened last week and come out there and show some sort of dominance.
yeah, but I guarantee you, Pacheco gonna be running doors looking like Larry Johnson and Priest Holmes. I'm telling you, it's like I'm with you 200%, Shannon. We gotta start the run, but it's all going to put finally. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go watch some of this Mike McDonald film. There's pride with him because he want to be his own. Whatever, that's fine, but still, go look at some of that film from when he was here. You was on the staff. You was a linebacker coach, feel me? And implement that and still just do little tweaks. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, send your blitzes, disguise your blitzes, like free up your edge rushers, like bring more when they can block. Like, take the fight to the office. Don't let them take it to you. Had them adjusting to you versus that way around. Feel me? Like, stop with that zone shit here and there. Let's let Marlon them man up on them little ass receivers and let them get jab them at the line. And have somebody double Kelsey. Kelsey should be getting hit every time he come out the line of scrimmage. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if you blunt block him, bust him in his fucking face. Like, let him know, let him know he supposed to go and be like, look, man, move me around. Cause they have this bitch tearing my ass up, feel me? That's one day Suggs and they should do. They should tear the fur off tight ends. That's why, like, you ain't gonna block me with tight end because they come up, man. You gonna get Jared and Johnson. You gonna get hit in your face, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Roquan, you gotta like go if you gotta move in with Ray Lewis for the football season. Do what you gotta do, bro. I said that's the only time you want to play. You get when Rafe lighting the fire you.
They need to play a Ray Lewis speech every game.
No, just let him live with him. That's all. Stay with him football season where you can just soak up all that knowledge and lead the troops, man. You supposed to hold them guys accountable. Like, if your D line get pushed, back, like, man, you gonna do your job or get the fuck out the field. Feel me? I also raise you tell people, do your job, get the fuck out the field because somebody else dying to be out here. Feel me? It's that simple. Like, all the nice guy shit has to go, and it has to go out the window. That's the problem. We too sit around and hold hands and give birthday cake blow count. We supposed to be the people that kick in the door and stomp you. Like, fuck your birthday cake, feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Remember we said on Dave Chappelle, fuck your couch. We gotta be like that. We gotta be like that, man. Like, we gotta get back to just being physical on both sides of the ball. Derrick Henry lower your shoulder, like Talib said. Them motherfuckers DB should be praying like la 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 la, like you trip and fall because they get in your way. They going fuck the stiff arm is cool, but that's what some of the fumbles come at. Instead of that stiff arm, drop them motherfucking shoulder pads on them.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna get tired of that shit. The old laying, the arm tackling. That's what let me build. That's why I'm gonna fuck Jamal. Why am I fucking gonna tackle Jamal Lewis? He
Yeah.
dropped that shoulder on you, man. Boy, ain't he fast? He's like, hell no, I'm getting the hell out of his way. Yeah, drop that shoulder on, man. Stiff arm every now and then, not a lot. But just, we just gotta get physical. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, but this was a preach/vent session because I know Shannon felt the same way. Like, there's no, we're not bullies, we're getting bullied, and that's
Yeah,
so weird to say.
definitely got bullied last week.
Me and Gibbs is supposed to be on the sideline, like, coach, put Dave Montgomery in because my fucking shoulder's out of place. Feel me? Not to try to, you get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to
Oh
whisper.
yeah,
This is just the mentality. You said, like, my fucking Mendenhall got the ball, gets ready. You seen what happened? That's just how funny. Like, you got
yeah,
to get back. You heard what Tom Brady said. I was scared to throw the ball in the field because I ain't going to get him knocked out. Like,
yeah.
you
I told you
get
they try to say it's because the
all that.
rules have changed, but
You
I've
still
been
play.
saying that.
Yeah,
I've
you
been
have.
saying that
You can
nobody's
play
scared to go
physical.
across the middle.
You can play physical within the new rule change. Feel me? Philly and them do it. All the things do it.
Yeah,
Like, even if you got to put Kyle Hamilton in the linebacker sometimes and take a roll out for a play and just slide in, I would say do that. Feel me? Do that. I'm talking like on passing downs. If you feel like it's a, whatever, like, we just need to just establish some dumb, and we gotta get pressure on Mahomes. Like, knock his ass out. Like, if you get there a little late, knock him, fucking put him down. And if you gotta take 15-yard penalty, I'm good with it. Feel me?
depending on where it's at.
Yeah, as long as it's not costly. Like, if it's early in the game, whatever, that 15, because that 15 yards might be worth it because he might be shook after that if you hit him good. Feel me? Now he might be
Yeah,
seeing on there.
yeah. Early, yeah.
Yeah,
Late,
I would gladly take that because it's early in the game. Like, you gotta hit him, man. Like, breathe. Remember how we beat the Raiders? We knocked Russ Gannon out of the game. You gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta lay it on
and
folks.
we haven't had a nasty defense for real in a long time.
Once Ray and Ed retired, we had good defense, but like that bunch, like motherfuckers, like, man, shit, we don't know who you gonna get 10 points today. Just A and Ray. All right, Suggs was the last relentless edge rush. He like, I'm getting to the quarterback by hella high way. If I gotta poke you in your fucking eye, feel me?
Yeah,
I'm a business corner, hit you, swat, get hands up, and I'm business corner. Suggs was so good with his hands. Always just think he gonna run around tackles. It don't work like these tackles. These ain't the same fat 390-pound motherfuckers back in the day, feel me? These motherfucking tackles got 6 packs now, feel me?
yeah.
They athletic. Now, back in the day, you can do that. You can just run around a fat motherfucking whole shit you got now. Nah, you gotta be able to use your moves too. But yeah, all right, who are your X factors or offense and defense for this game for the Ravens?
We've been talking a lot about running the ball and stopping the run. I'm going to say Derrick Henry is an X factor offensively, and Roquan is an X factor defensively.
I'm gonna go with a position group, O line and D line. Y'all win y'all matchups, we win the game. Simple as that. Because we can't run the ball, score consistently about y'all, or we can't stop them. So O line, D line, they need to go ahead and have him and go see the wizard and just go ahead and dominate this game. I'm talking about, we should be handing this bitch out Derrick Henry 25 times, sprinkling Justice Hill in with the O line, Stanley and them. I know he gonna try to play for now, whatever, but they ain't far like he ain't need to go see the wizard, man. Ogden just need to go ahead and open hash, slap his ass 3 times. I think that'll get him going.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be driving a motherfucker to the bleach. I'm cool with that. I rather have to reel you back than have to fire you up. Feel me?
Yeah.
Like Trent Williams, every time he see a motherfucker linebacker, he get his face light up. He like, I'm gonna knock the shit out of him. Yeah, like that's why Philly's so good because they straight whip your ass on both sides of the trenches. They like, we gonna twist this bitch. Ain't nothing y'all gonna do about it.
Yeah.
Our line better than yours, and we're gonna get this bitch to Saquon. Ain't nothing you can do about it because we're gonna blow y'all off the ball defensively. We're gonna pay our ears back, get out the quarterback, blitz you, and you thought we're gonna hurry him jump on the route. Like, you gotta do that. But yeah, the offensive line, defensive line. All right, over under stat line. I ain't gonna be too long with this, so we can wrap this up. Watch football. Uh, Total yards for Lamar Jackson. Let's go 275 rushing and passing over under.
I'm gonna go under. 230 passing, 40 rushing.
What he had last week, 288. And we had like 30 yards rushing, 300. I'm gonna go over with 250 in the air, 30 on the ground, so 280. Derrick Henry, let's go 90 yards rushing over under.
Um, I'm gonna go under and say 85. I gotta see better to think better. It ain't against him. It's more or less the offensive line. So I'll go under.
Yeah, they're going against a good defensive coordinator, but I'm gonna go slightly over with 100 on the dot. I think we get it going on. He could get a nice couple runs. All right, the last one on offense. Say Flowers 45 yards receiving over under.
I don't say over. I'll say 55.
I'm gonna go over and go 75. All right, defense total team sacks 2 over under.
Under.
Mm-hmm.
They be lucky to get one.
I'm gonna keep it a push. Go 2. I'll say Oway, and I'll give Tavis Robinson one. All right, combined tackles between Roquan, Trenton, and Teddy. We can go 14 over under between all three of them.
I'm going under, just slightly under. 13. Roquan 6, Teddy 4, Trenton 3.
Okay, I'm gonna go 15. 7, 5, and 3. 7 for Roquan, 5 for Teddy, 3 for Trenton. All right, total team interceptions on defense 1 over under push.
I'm push one. I think they can get one. I don't
I'm gonna,
know who, but out of somebody back there, I think one of them can get one.
I'll go slightly over 2 because Pat like to fling shit across the field. I'm gonna go Kyle Hamilton. I'm gonna go Malachi Starks, both cities. All right, combined tackles for Malachi Starks and Kyle Hamilton. Let's go 13 over under.
I'll say under 11, about 5 and 6.
I'm gonna go 14. I'm gonna go 8 Kyle, 6 Malachi because of the tight ends and stuff. All right, 3 keys to victory.
For me, it's protective football. You know, the turnovers, the fumbles, they've just been a mess and they've been costly. So protective football. Execution. We can talk all day about coaches and schemes and what position they need to be in, but I've been listening to a lot of these players talk, and they don't necessarily sound like they made it a scheme. They're talking about each other and themselves and saying that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I'm going to say execution, and then also take advantage of opportunities. Like you said, Pat Mahomes might throw something across the field at some point. You might be able to undercut something, grab a ball. If you knock the ball out, try to get the fumble. Just take advantage of the opportunities when they're there. So protect the football, execution, and take advantage of opportunities.
Well said, Shannon. You know, mine's always stay the same. On offense, no turnovers, no fumbles, no interceptions. Defense, create turnovers. 3, score more touchdowns and field goal. Always gonna be the same. All right, let's give our score predictions.
Um, I think both teams are in a real interesting situation. Whoever leads is going to be 1 and 3. Playoffs are going to look kind of bleak for either team. Doesn't mean you can't make it. It's difficult. It's a lot of competition
Yeah,
within a conference and a division. I just feel like the Ravens are reeling right now. Like I don't really know what the problem is with, like I said, with the fumbling offensively. They look soft offensively. The defense, they look like Swiss cheese. Like
you
it's a
look
lot
soft
going on
on
right
offense.
now. Hmm.
I said, if you think we playing soft on offense, then I'll shut it to think what you think on defense.
Well, I'm saying they both playing soft. I mean, you can't. We just talked about what you're used to from a Baltimore Ravens team,
Yeah,
and we literally just were talking about the lack of the aggressiveness of, like you said, you'd rather have to roll you back than tell you to. That's what I'm talking about. Like I just don't know how they're going to show up on Sunday. So for that reason, I think the offense will score points. I just think the Spags plays Lamar good.
it does.
So I don't know, I don't know if we're going to get to a 30 plus mark, but I think it's going to be a tight game in the end. I just feel like the Chiefs might make the right plays and the necessary plays to win, even if it's a win late. So I'm going 27-24 Chiefs.
That's fair too. Real fair. And knock you for that. For those who gonna probably have something to say, look how we looking right now. Like we're not going undefeated. So yeah.
People, the way that people been ragging on the Ravens, they definitely can't have nothing to say about me
No,
picking the
yo,
damn
I
Chiefs.
promise. I promise you, Shannon. Somebody will find something wrong with that. I probably.
Well, that's. Well, I hope they haven't been complaining about nothing else then. Because if
Right.
you could play, because the Ravens, that's what they've shown us. Like how supposed to have confidence?
Right. Me, I still got a small gut feeling that we're gonna pull us out because of desperation. I think it's gonna be ugly. I think
Also,
but I just think for some reason we're a better team. We just, like I said, blew 2 games. I think we're gonna find a way to pull this out. I think Lamar and Derrick Henry gonna put their capes on. I think our defense just probably get that one little lucky stop, like Mahomes trying to do too much or something, and it work in our favor. So I'm gonna go 27-24 Ravens. All right, Shannon, give us your closing remarks.
Kyle Hamilton had everybody in a frenzy this week by calling the Ravens fans spoiled. And I understand what he means, and I understand why people are offended by it. It's just like when John Harbaugh made the end of the ball comment. People feel attacked just by voicing their opinion on what they see. But it goes back to what we've been saying this whole episode of what we're used to as fans.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp made a comment like, why would we be spoiled? We haven't won Super Bowls. Like, we're not the Patriots or we're not the Chiefs. And I don't even think it's a matter of it being about winning Super Bowls. I think it's just a matter of tradition that we're used to. And what we've seen, particularly defensively, is something that we're not used to seeing. So yeah, people are probably going to, I always say fans are finicky, right? So you want to say finicky, you want to say spoiled, whatever emotional, whatever word you want to use,
Right.
fans can be that. But I feel like fans earn the right to be that. I feel like as long as you're not disrespecting people, calling them out their name, making threats and things like that,
Right.
you have the right. You have the right to voice your opinion. So I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing to be spoiled. We just have a tradition that we hope we want to, we want to be upheld. And when
Yeah.
we're not saying that, fans are going to complain. The unfortunate part about it is, the easiest thing for a fan to do is to blame a coach or a coordinator. So unfortunately for Zach, he's going to get all the blame because that's just how it is. So Kyle Hamilton and the players are trying to defend their coach, and I understand that. But I think they also got to understand that as fans, we just want to win. We just want to win. That's all we want. And if you guys go out there and you dominate against the Chiefs, everybody will be right back on the bandwagon, whether you like it or not. That's just how fans are.
Yeah.
So I get why he said that, but I just feel like we have the right to be spoiled. Like, we have a tradition here that we want to be upheld, and there's nothing wrong with saying that. So I think he need to just read the room a little bit with what he's saying.
Yeah, for sure. I get it. He's just trying to support his coach and all that and teammate. I get it, but yeah, dog. Like you said, we got to stand to be upheld. We just trying to see that. That's all. And Shannon Sharp got to stop meat eating the Chiefs. Telling we haven't won the Super Bowls. Only 2 teams have done that out of 32 teams. So that shit ain't nothing. That ain't an everyday thing. 2 teams out of 32 have won Super Bowl like that. Like, come on, man, you got a man crush on Mahomes. Chill out, Mahomes. I'm about to say. Yeah, like I said, I just got a gut feeling I'm gonna pull us out. Like my barber said, that's what some barber was like, man. He's like, Justin. He said, I love it because all the media was giving a Super Bowl buzz. Feel me saying this as he cut my hair. And all this now they talking shit. He said, once we turn it around, he said, the motherfuckers gonna be right back on our train. He said, maybe we needed this. It's humble pie because we're best roster in the league. Remember all this and that, this, that. He said we play our best when our back gets the wall and anybody write us off. I said, that's a good point, right? That's why I just think we're gonna win this game because it's gonna be complete desperation.
I hope so. I really hope so. We need a win like that against the Chiefs, a dominant win, like
Yeah,
how we beat the Bulls last. I mean, the Bills last year. It would be good to have something like that.
yeah, for sure. Because 2-2 versus 1-3. Because like I said, the Texans ain't bums, the Rams ain't bums. The Bears showed you a little something, something. It gets a little tight. Like the next easiest game is what the Bengals without Burrow and the
And
Jets.
that's
So
not till like Thanksgiving.
yeah, and the Jets, but even they can play some good ball and one. So yeah, like we got roll. We gotta get this win by any means necessary Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for me. We'll be back Tuesday with our recap. Shannon been narrating the show as always. She always going some great topics. Enjoy the college football game right now. I'm looking at the TV. LSU Ole Miss looks like a pretty good game. Maryland's playing. I think they're off this week. McCain's off this week. Florida State lost. I'm happy about that. So I've been calling all day. I say, I don't know if you saw my tweet no tomahawk chop tonight, huh?
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, I say Florida State's back. Shipping knows about said the Seminoles are still the Seminoles, bro. Yeah, it's a real it's rivalry between us fan bases. Actually, they call us the Pews. We call them the Florida State Seminoles.
Oh.
Uh, Enjoy the game tomorrow. Enjoy the 1 o'clock games at 4:30 is on and popping. I said hopefully they show up. Because if we show up, show out. We lose, we 1-3. So from your host Justin P, and from my MVP man on the co-host Miss Shannon Fitch. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the games. And we'll be back here Tuesday, same bad time, to recap the game. Win, lose, or draw. We don't duck no smoke. We love y'all guys. Have a great weekend. We are out.
Good night. Bye, Justin.
Bye, Shannon.